Hello and welcome. My name is Kyle FtW and welcome back to another Black Ops 2 video here on the channel. Today we are back on Black Ops 2 here in 2025, continuing on the trend of trying to play it every weekend. There's been a few videos and a few weeks that I've missed, unfortunately, because of issues outside of my control, but we are back today here playing zombies. Of course, last week we played, or 2 weeks ago we played multiplayer. Last week there wasn't a video because I had to go do a 6-hour road trip back down to Denver, so I was very busy that weekend and obviously couldn't record this video, but we are back and shouldn't be leaving anytime soon, so I should be able to continue keeping up with this. But of course, since our last video was on multiplayer, this video, or on campaign, this video will be on zombies, and then we'll be playing multiplayer next week. So today we're going to be playing farm survival, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Now our goal is round 30, but round 30 on farm is pretty tricky, only because of the fact that we don't have any pack-a-punch. But if we can get the ray gun and the hammer LMG or a good weapon like that, we should be able to do pretty well. Now this is a map I actually really do enjoy in this game. It is probably not my favorite survival map in this game, but it is definitely my second favorite, next to, of course, Bus Depot. But yeah, hopefully we can get to round 30, or at least as close to it as possible, and just chill and have a good time. Now tomorrow I usually do custom zombie videos, and I have a really exciting one for you guys tomorrow, which I'm pretty sure if you've been, involved with the Call of Duty community as of the last week or so, you probably know exactly what I'm referring to and what map I will be playing, which, hint, might tie into Black Ops 2 pretty well, but that's all I'll say. But it should be absolutely awesome. I can't wait to play it. So that'll be a video for you guys tomorrow. Of course, it's always double upload. Saturday, I've been trying to keep that trend going because, I don't know, I want to. It's fun. Play this first, or try to upload this first, and then play some, then do a Road to Diamond video as well later on today, over on Black Ops 6, which should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that I love uploading and doing videos on the YouTubes. It's just, oh yeah, this guy's a little mean. It's on the mean side. See you later, buddy. Oh my gosh. That guy hit me a little earlier than I thought he was going to. Ooh, cool. Now, we don't necessarily have to buy an M14, which that's the Olympia. Oh, yeah, this might be one of those weird maps that doesn't have the M14 easily on it. Can't remember. Oh. Love it. I know that these are on current zombies, but something special about those perchings, I tell ya. Okay, we better be careful, actually. Because these guys are not nice. Okay, let's be smart about this. I realize that even though it's round 3, if I don't have my M14, it's probably smart to use... Probably a good idea to buy a weapon that's actually gonna keep us alive. If we can get a few shots on them and then knife them, that would be definitely ideal. Because right now we're, of course, wanting to save up for Jug. Now, I don't know if farm has actually been made into a custom zombies map over on Black Ops 3. But if it has, that would be cool. I mean, I wouldn't complain about that. But yeah, farm is a cool map. I mean, I love all the survival maps. In fact, I think when it comes to transit and green run, you know, bus depot, farm, town, and just the map transit in its entirety, I think the reason that I'm kind of fascinated by it, I guess, is because it is like the more realistic zombies that we've ever seen in the Call of Duty franchise. Like the Victus storyline, which is this storyline here on Farm, is the realest that we've ever seen. Like, I mean, you know, Black Ops 1 and World at War played with like World War II experiments, but that's of course very much military. Black Ops 2 Zombies Green Run focuses on like the average person and what their experience was like during, you know, when the zombie apocalypse happened in Green Run, or when the nukes came and blew up the Earth after Moon. And so, okay, the worst weapon in zombies, no thank you. I'll go ahead and just grab some ammo for this weapon, I guess. So, for that aspect of it, it's really interesting. Now, apparently there's like radios and stuff on transit that I had no idea existed, that I would love to go back and listen to. Right, guys, so things are going to look a little bit different. I unfortunately had a weird game crash happen. I don't know why that was, but what happened was I started shooting at zombies like over here in this barrier, and my game completely like lost all frames and then crashed. It was the weirdest thing ever. It's a little bit bizarre to me when a game that came out in 2012 is crashing on a PC that can run like really taxing games super well. I don't know. It's weird, but I mean, there's a lot of weird things that happen with older games on PC sometimes, because again, this game was supposed to run on like, or is made to run on Windows 7, I believe. So, you know, it's okay though. I mean, it's not a big deal. It just means that we had to play all the way to round 4. I mean, world crashing news right there. How dare I have to play to round 4? Okay. Don't particularly want this. And EMP grenades. Amazing. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. I mean, I don't need those EMP grenades for any reason whatsoever, but round 5, I should actually be able to knife most of the zombies with this thing, which is, of course, going to give us a lot of awesome points. Wow, it's a 2-shot kill on round 5. Man, this thing is terrible. I mean, I guess it's faster. That's a perk. I didn't realize that the ballistic knife was this horrible. Oh, if you get a headshot, though, it's a 1-hit kill. Well, that's nice. Oh, okay. The most ballistic knife gameplay you'll ever see. I mean, it is fast. That's a perk. Ooh, and max ammo, nice. That's going to be really helpful as well. Again, our goal is to get... Okay. Whole lot of good that did. Cheat comm, that's not terrible. Yay, that's good. I'll always take monkey bombs. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. And RPG, no thanks. Okay. Alright, well, we'll leave that be for now. Yeah, I think I was talking about... Before my game crashed, I think I was talking about... Green Run and how the game is really... How it's really interesting, the story of this area. And I think... I might have already mentioned the radios, so I apologize if this is a repeat, but there's apparently like so many different radios on Transit and Die Rise that kind of give you the story of Transit in these maps. And when I was a young kid, back in 2012 and 2013, I guess I wasn't a young kid. I mean, I was, well, I don't know. I mean, I was a teenager, I guess, you know, 12, 13 years old, which that's a pretty young kid in the grand scheme of things. But that's what really interested me about this particular mode and actually made me scared to play it at first, was because it was so much like related to like the Walking Dead TV show with its like zombie apocalypse kind of theme and atmosphere to it. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, now we really only need is the ray gun or the hammer or the Galil. Cap 40, no thank you. Okay, but at this point we'll save up for perks. Quick revive. Now, do I like going this way or do I like going the other way? I think I like going the other way. Yeah, I like going the other way. But, I mean, and like if you took time to like atmospherically walk through Transit, like, again, you can get yourself so set up in on this map on round 1. So if you just walked around this map on round 1, you'd find a lot of really interesting secrets, I think, in this map. Well, that's why this map has always fascinated me so much, is that, you know, they really put a big emphasis on, like, making that post-apocalyptic world come to life, which for me is really cool. So, anyways, I can really appreciate this map and Green Run. I know that it's kind of, you know, people don't really love it all that much, but me, I really like it. Now, will I ever put Transit and Green Run into my top 5? No. Like, probably never. But do I dislike Green Run and Transit? Absolutely not. Not even a little bit. And we get to play in 2 weeks, or in 3 weeks, my most nostalgic map out of Green Run with Town. I'll talk more about that when we get there. But. Okay, I think that's the last one. Go ahead and grab this max ammo. And I will grab doubles. We're not too much in a hurry to grab ourselves a new weapon yet. Okay, we can hit the box one time, which is good. I mean, just like any map that I ever play on in Call of Duty, I always try and keep 3,000 points on me. at all times because, again, I don't want to... Crap gun. No, thank you. Do not want that. So, and this is... This is, of course, the Verruckt equivalent of the Green Run maps. Again, we talked about in my bus depot video that this map was... that really creatively, they had Transit as sort of like the survival map, and then they made all three maps themed around the originals. So, of course, Bus Depot is Nocturne and Toten. You know, no perks, no mystery box, no anything. And then this map, of course, is Verruckt. Minus the traps, but again, no pack-a-punch, just a mystery box and perks. And then Town, of course, is the equivalent to Derice with pack-a-punch, perks, and all that stuff. So... okay, nice. That was actually explained to me by somebody who doesn't actually do YouTube all that much anymore. You know, it's kind of crazy when you've been on YouTube long enough that people that once did YouTube, that you grew up watching, no longer do it anymore. Wow, this game really wants me to have the SMR. Completely horrible weapon. Nice. Okay, now I can replace the RPD. Okay, I'll grab this just for now. Again, I always replace the RPD for the hammer because the hammer can kill zombies pack-a-punched at round 40 with double tap. It's that good. So I always keep the hammer on me. But at this point, we're just in saving up for the ray gun category here. Okay, I had an itchy nose. Almost got me killed, I think. Jeez, man, we gotta be careful. Okay, I think I can start doing this now. Guess I sure can. Yeah, this will be my first video of March. It's crazy that we're already in March. This year has flown by, like, extremely quickly. I wish I could make this guy into a crawler. Yay! Then we can actually hit the box without having to worry about this super fast zombie. Okay. RPD again. Appreciate it, but no thank you. Foul. Don't hate this weapon, that's for sure. Okay. Alright. Oh. Looks like a couple more rounds to play through. Again, I like making sure that I have a fast weapon to train with so that we can get these guys all grouped up. And then we don't have to stress out too much about, like, we can make a lot of quick maneuvers with the pistols. if we want to. And so that's why the ray gun is a weapon that I want to get. Because of course it'll do damage, and it'll also make it so that we're speedy, so that we can get these guys in really, really, really good trains without worrying about having to juke them all out with the... Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Oh gosh. Gotta be careful about that fire. Okay, that's the last guy. Alright, back to the mystery box. We've got about 2 hits. Cap. Type 25. Okay, one more hit. We gotta get out of here before we die. Huh. Well, what goes around comes around, I guess. Start with this weapon when we hit in the box. End with this weapon after hitting the box. Okay, then. I mean, we could potentially save up for the Galva Knuckles if we wanted to, but they only have about 2 more rounds of usage out of them, so they're really pretty much pointless. If we were gonna get those, we should have, or I should have planned to get them a little earlier in the playthrough, but it's all good. Yeah, I did want to thank you guys for your support. I know I haven't mentioned it in a while, but I figured because, you know, we're playing a zombies game right now, that it'd be appropriate. Oh my gosh. That it would be appropriate to thank you guys for the support that you've shown on my custom zombie videos. Looking at my analytics over the last couple of weeks, my most viewed video has been, or my consistent most viewed videos have been custom zombie videos, which I think is really, really interesting. I mean, I'd consider myself a better zombies player than a multiplayer player overall, but just, you know, definitely seeing you guys enjoy custom zombies as much as you do on my channel is definitely a surprise that I was not expecting. I know that Black Ops 6 content is very much kind of hit or miss for people because of the state of Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 6 at the moment, with the issues that the game has, skill-based matchmaking, weirdly people upset about AI being used, as well as other issues like packet burst, server problems, hacking problems. Which I've started to encounter a little bit more issues. My biggest issue with Black Ops 6 at the moment is, like, inherently, I like the game and the game's gameplay. The biggest issue that I've been having recently with Black Ops 6 is connection issues and packet burst. Those have been my consistent issues on the game, and those can be extremely frustrating. Cause it's like lag that you can't. That isn't lag. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But sure enough, it is definitely been an issue. Not as much lately, but it definitely was an issue for a while. Okay, War Machine, don't need that. Then the other biggest issue that I've really been experiencing a lot, but this has been an issue since the game came out, which is, I'm going to go ahead and turn down my ears a little bit. Hopefully the gameplay audio isn't too loud for you guys. The biggest issue that I've been experiencing, though, with Black Ops 6 has been connection issues. Like joining games with, like, ridiculously high ping. Okay, shotgun, don't want that either. Like, I'm talking like consistent ping over 100. Or anywhere from 80 to 100 in more matches than not, which is not good. Now I'm sure it's pretty dependent on location where I am currently, but like when I was looking at the servers on Black Ops 1 on the PC, the only lobbies that had over 100 ping were people in Europe, or were lobbies in Europe, and I'm like, if they're matchmaking me with a lobby with over 100 ping, then I am playing against people in Europe, which, I mean, I love Europeans, but why am I in the middle of the United States playing against Europeans? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And that's definitely something that I think and I would say it's something that they need to address, but they're not going to address it because it's skill-based matchmaking. Connection is not a priority in matches in Black Ops 6. It's all about, where your skill is. And so it can be really frustrating, playing in... I mean, yesterday when I was recording that Blueprint review video for you guys, I was recording for almost 2 hours. And the reason that it took 2 hours to get a gameplay was because I had probably an hour and a half of that time I was doing nothing but joining games late. Or games with really high ping. And when you're playing with over 100 ping, it is extremely difficult for you to win gunfights consistently, at least one-on-one gunfights, because ping is everything in a first-person shooter. You have higher ping, you're going to win more gunfights. It's the way that it goes. And so that's why I think if you were to look at the gameplay on my channel for Black Ops 6, okay, let's be careful. Most of the gameplay videos that I'll have for you guys are lobbies with a ping of 41 to 76. Because naturally in those lobbies, I win more gunfights because my connection is better. And so, I mean, there's that issue. And then the third biggest issue that I didn't mention originally was joining late games. I mean, it's horrible how many games I joined that are late. And from casual playing perspective, it's not that big of a deal. But when you're a YouTuber and you're trying to make content on Call of Duty and most of your games are late, those games can almost certainly be gameplays that you can get rid of. Because, at least for me, I don't like showing you guys late games. I either do really, really good or really, really bad. And most of the time, I do really, really bad. Because a lot of the time, they put me in those lobbies because the enemy team, or my teammates, rage quit. And so they put me in the lobby to try and help the team win. Or they just put me in the lobby just because. And so, I've joined games where we've been triple capped. I've joined games where the enemy team has a bunch of streaks in the air. And it's pretty not fun when that happens. But those are my big 3 issues with Black Ops 6 at the moment. And I wish that those weren't the case because I inherently enjoy the game 1000%. I didn't get to say it in my previous Blueprint review video, but it has been my favorite Call of Duty game and the game that I played the most since Vanguard, believe it or not. I will always die on the hill. That Vanguard was one of the most underrated Call of Duty games to ever come out. If you look at my channel back during Vanguard, I uploaded that game every single day. I loved it. I really did. People say that game's horrible. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I mean, there's some pretty bad maps on it. There's no doubt about that. But like Berlin, or it's not. Is it Berlin? Yeah, Berlin's not a very good map. The zombies mode was terrible. But weirdly fun at the same time. Like, now I'm not talking about the base maps. I mean, I don't remember disliking the base maps too much either. Like, I kind of liked the objective focus of Black Ops or Vanguard Zombies, kind of. But I can see why people disliked it. But I actually genuinely liked the remaster of Shi no Numa. I really did. But that's, you know, an opinion that is extremely unpopular. People hate Vanguard. They say up and down that it's the worst Call of Duty game to ever exist. But again, just like those people who say that, I just, when there's a game that, okay, well, I'd rather have a sniper. When there's a game that exists called Modern Warfare 2022, Modern Warfare 2 2022, Black Ops or Vanguard cannot be bad. But again, that's an extremely unpopular opinion that I know that nobody shares but me. But it's true. I love... Oh, this isn't good. What the heck are those zombies doing? Oh gosh, and let me get my train back going here. So anyways, I'm just talking about a bunch of random stuff today. But, I mean, the goal is to be nostalgic about Black Ops 2 with these videos. And hopefully I'm doing a good job of that. Oops, I did not mean to do that. That was the weirdest thing I've ever done. Keyboard and mouse. I mean, this can be equivalent to our ray gun for now. I mean, this thing absolutely annihilates. Get no scoped. This is actually good though, because we kind of need crawlers. Heck yeah. Okay. Now, please, game. The game's been kind of stingent on giving me a ray gun, but I hope that when you guys watch these videos that you get nostalgia as well. I absolutely do. I mean, that's kind of how I've branded my entire channel, is to be kind of nostalgic content. Now, I'm sure that might lead to this never being something that I can be like a full-scale big YouTuber with, but I love doing it regardless. Man, we are not getting good box luck at all today. We were one away from the ray gun. Darn. It happens, though. It happens. I mean, we're on round 17 already. This is pretty wild, if you ask me, that we're already on round 17. Yeah, it may not lead to me ever becoming like a big millionaire YouTuber, because nostalgic content, of course, isn't, content like this is certainly not for everybody, with the attention spans being so low in the world today. But you will never see me turn into a short form content guy, ever, in a million years. It's just not for me. I just like being... Jeez, I messed up everything here. Okay, let's start to get some order back into this train here. This is the worst train I've ever seen in my life. But now you can see why I said that we need a weapon that's fast. Because right now we have an RPG and a hammer, and this has not gone overly well. I mean, we're not dead, so I guess that's a perk, but when you don't have a map that has stamina, you need to be able to separate yourself from the zombies in a significant way. So, and with the weapons that we currently have, we can't do that. Like, they're right there. Is that it? I think so. Okay, I'll just leave 2 crawlers. It's fine. Okay, let's see. I mean, we at least need something that's substantial because our hammer's getting a little bit low on ammo because we're relying on it so much. We need something like... I'll take a Galil. I'll take a ray gun. A cap. Well, I'll grab it. We've been getting, like, the same weapons this entire time, I feel like. There's another Chicom. What is that, like our 4th or 5th Chicom pop up in the box? That's like our 4th or 5th M8. I'm convinced the game just does not want us to get to a high round. Like... I'm being so risky here. Borderline dumb. Okay, whatever. We'll take this. Jeez. Okay, well, this is going to be a little bit trickier than I thought. I mean, we should still be able to get to round 30 because I've seen it done before. I mean, back in 2013, 2012, I saw a guy get to round 30 plus with a Python and an Executioner, so... We can definitely do that, but it's just not as easy as if we had a ray gun, of course. But we did get the ray gun on Bus Depot, so we got to see the Bus Depot ray gun pretty early on. I don't remember if we got the ray gun on Transit. I don't think we did. Now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, regardless, this weapon will do the trick for us. I mean, it's fast, it can kill. It becomes pretty weak by the time round 30 comes around, but it'll take the pressure off of us having to use the hammer as much as we have been. Okay, let's keep taking these guys around and line them up. Beautiful. That did some serious work to those guys. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stand right here. And here we go. Nice. Nice. Well, we got 2 box hits again. We're just gonna start periodically just doing 2, 3 box hits around. War Machine again, jeez. Sometimes the box is not your friend. I don't even remember how the box works. I don't think it's luck based. I think it's just like an algorithm, I think. I don't know. Cap again. No thank you. No thank you. Don't want the cap 40. If it's, I mean, it's pretty awesome. Like, the cap 40 is not a bad weapon. It just doesn't have a lot of ammo. So you run out of ammo way too quick. And then you don't have a weapon anymore. That's what's cool, good about the Python. Is that it does have a lot of ammo in it. So you don't use it up super fast. It takes quite a while, actually, to use up all the ammo in it. Okay. But I also can appreciate farm as much as I do because it's the map that has the least amount of fire on it, which is definitely refreshing. Because when you play town, we'll be jumping over fire for an hour and a half. But I mean, luckily I know a strategy on town that will make it so that we don't have to do that as much as we normally would have to do. Man, did you guys see the kick on this weapon? It's crazy. Oh, a nuke. I'm not opposed to grabbing that. I'm just going to grab it, though, when it starts flashing. So that all the zombies that are in a close area, if they drop any drops, then we can... We know where they are and we won't lose them. Ooh, insta kill. Okay. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Okay. Got 3 box hits again. Man. This would probably be like an hour and 10-minute playthrough. Finally. My goodness, that took so long. Yay, we finally got the ray gun. Jeez, round 20, which I guess we got the ray gun at the best time in the playthrough, so. Okay, well now round 30 should be attainable. As long as we don't do anything stupid. I mean, we've got monkeys, so if anything goes really bad, we can... I mean, we basically have 10 rounds. 10 rounds with 3 revives. So the chances of us not achieving that are pretty low, I would say. Especially with arguably the best weapon in the game, unless we got the Ray Gun Mark II. But the Ray Gun Mark II is really difficult to get on this map. Okay. Again, I'm going to do the same thing. Wait for them to get pretty close to us, and then... Ooh. Ooh, had to put on the moves there. Okay, but now, I mean, we don't have to do any more box hitting for the rest of this playthrough if we don't want to. I mean, we definitely don't have to. Okay, crap. More of them are spawning in. I was being a little bit reckless right there. Perfect. There we go. Heck yeah, man. It's so fun playing this map again. As I've said before, I really, really like this map. Again, it will never be in my top 10 or my top 5 or top 10 even, but I do love it. I appreciate it for what it is. And I hope that the nostalgia, the daily, or the attempted weekly nostalgia for Black Ops 2 brings it back as many memories for you guys as it does for me. Because if this Call of Duty game didn't exist, if I didn't start watching YouTube during this Call of Duty game, I don't know what I would be doing right now. I'd probably be still playing games because I was playing before Black Ops 2 came out. I was playing Modern Warfare 2, 2009, and Battlefield 3. And Black Ops 2 coming out changed pretty much everything for me. I can tell you for certain that I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube. If this game didn't exist. Or if Black Ops 2 never came out and never started watching YouTube. Because it was all because of one particular YouTuber on Black Ops 2 that made me want to do this. And in fact, I remember pretending at a very young, when I was 12 and 13 years old during Black Ops 2's life cycle, pretending to be a YouTuber. It was pretty funny. And that's actually where the Kyle FtW name came from. There was a YouTuber back in the day called Mr. Boss for the Win. And I remember watching his content. I don't remember what content he had on his channel, or if he even uploads anymore. But, and then Ali A was the big YouTuber that I was watching at the time, back in 2012 and 13. And, his YouTube name came from his first name, which he said in a Q&A years ago. That's actually private on YouTube now. And so I was like, okay, well, that sounds like a cool name for the win. And then I added Kyle to it. And that's where the birth of this name came from. It was all the way back in 2012, 2013. And of course, even as young as 15 or 16, I was like, can I start making YouTube videos? And I had to wait a little bit until I was like, I think my dad said I had to be like 16 to start uploading videos, or 17. And so when I turned 17, I made an account and saved up. And then that began this channel. All the way long ago. It's pretty crazy if I think about it. How a name that I've been using, that I pretended to use when I was younger, actually turned into a full-fledged channel. It's crazy. And I don't regret a single day of it. I've absolutely loved making YouTube content all these years. And I've stuck to the grind. As long as I have. Because of how much I love doing it. And it definitely hasn't been easy to grow a Call of Duty channel like this. Nice. There we go. There's round. Because of the fact that it's so oversaturated. Not only that, but this particular game, you know, the new Call of Duty releases have not been as good, let's just say, as the golden age of Call of Duty. And so the YouTube community for Call of Duty just is like non-existent, sadly. Like, so many YouTubers have quit uploading Black Ops 6 altogether because of where the game is community-wise. So many people have quit playing Call of Duty altogether. Some people don't even upload anymore because of the way that new Call of Duty is, which is really kind of sad. I mean, it's been like a lot of the old Call of Duty YouTubers that I used to watch when I was younger. Oh no, please not again. Why am I having freaking frame rate and lag issues? It's very weird. I mean, luckily it's survived 23 rounds. I mean, so many of the people that I subscribed to back in the day just do not upload anymore. I mean, Allier, of course, switched to Fortnite, which I have no interest in watching any Fortnite content. I know that I have dabbled into it a little bit, and it's done overall well on the channel, but I burn out on that game super, super quick. A lot of the zombies YouTubers that I used to watch don't upload anymore. And then I think the biggest thing for me has been some of the YouTubers that I used to watch now just make videos complaining about the game constantly instead of actually playing it, which gets really old really fast. Like, of course, everybody's right to their own opinion, but when you spend every waking minute of your life uploading Call of Duty every day, complaining about it while playing the game, and also supporting it, it exhausts me. It really does exhaust me. So, like, I'll never forget. Like, I like this guy's content. I'm not gonna say any names, but he complains about microtransactions and Call of Duty bundles and all that, and then is like, you know, since I'm a YouTuber and a content creator, I'm gonna buy this bundle for you. And it's like, dude, don't. Why? It's funny to me, but I'm like, why would you say, you know, don't buy this bundle, but then say, but for content, I'm gonna buy the bundle for you? It's like, if you don't like the bundles, then don't buy them. If you don't agree with the bundle system, then don't buy them. And that's what I don't quite understand all that much, but to each their own. To each their own. I mean, I buy bundles because I like to review them and share with you how I feel about them. But again, I'm not going to mention any names in particular, but I just think that it's funny overall. But luckily, all those people that don't upload anymore that I was mentioning, they all have their old videos on their channel still. And so I periodically go back and watch the videos that that bring me so much nostalgia with Black Ops 2 and all that stuff. Even Black Ops 3 at times and that stuff. But it's just kind of a sad state where Call of Duty is, if you really think about it. Like, the community, at least the social media, YouTube community used to be so strong back in early 2012 to about 2015. And then once Infinite Warfare came out, and Fortnite came out, it pretty much killed Call of Duty YouTube, which is a huge bummer. But that's just the way that things go. You know, the world always changes.
Double points.
Things change. It's the way that just the world is, you know? The gaming industry is there's always gonna be something bigger. Call of Duty is still a huge game. I'm just talking about the YouTube side of things. Yeah, don't be fooled by those videos that say that Call of Duty is dying. It certainly is not. There's still hundreds of thousands of people playing the game every day. I mean, again, whenever anybody says, if you ever hear anybody say Call of Duty's dead because the Steam numbers are low, I would be very cautious with that person, because Call of Duty has always been smaller on Steam than any other console. Call of Duty is a console Call of Duty game. It always has been, ever since Call of Duty 4, and will probably forever and ever be a console Call of Duty game. I mean, even though I play Call of Duty on PC now, I use the Xbox app and use my Xbox controller when I play. So that right there, and I don't know if, and again, I don't believe that the Xbox app numbers factor into the Steam numbers. Well, they wouldn't, of course. They'd be factored into the Xbox numbers. And Black Ops 6 is the most paid for, or the most sold Call of Duty game of December and January, and most likely probably February on Xbox and PlayStation. So, you know, Call of Duty is not dying. I think when people say that Call of Duty is dying, they're looking at streaming numbers, they're looking at Steam numbers, and they're looking at the YouTube scene. And of course, that's going to give the false idea that Call of Duty is dying. But the game is certainly not dying. If the game was dying, you would see significant changes from Activision and from Treyarch, right? And we've seen it before. We have definitely seen it before. When Call of Duty was extremely worried about Infinite Warfare succeeding, they pumped out Modern Warfare or COD 4 Remastered, right? We haven't seen that. I mean, Modern Warfare 2019, I have no idea why or how, but it is one of the most sold Call of Duty games of all time. Black Ops 6 was even one of the most sold Call of Duty games of all time. Again, it was the most successful release by Treyarch in years. And so, even if the player count drops off as the year goes on, I can guarantee you, Call of Duty 2025, when that game comes out, it's going to sell millions of copies again, and we're going to go right back to where we were, the Call of Duty cycle. Call of Duty cycle in all of its beautifully annoying glory. But, you know, oh gosh, okay, ray gun. But you guys know me, I will upload Call of Duty as long as it makes sense. And we might need to hit the box here shortly. Never mind. It's like the game heard me. It was like, I need a max ammo. And sure as heck. Oh my gosh, okay. So yeah, guys, don't worry. When it comes to Call of Duty content, I will be consistent. I will always be consistent. You know that on this channel, if I don't like a Call of Duty game, I won't play it, simply. And that doesn't mean I'll stop uploading it. It just means that I'll go to classic Call of Duty content again. Because, I mean, I love content creation. I mentioned that before, but I also love Call of Duty. I do love this game. No matter how many people hate it, no matter how many people don't enjoy it anymore, I still do. I've always been the one to make the best of things. You know, even if it appears like the vast majority of the community is not enjoying the game. If I am, I'll still upload it and make videos on it. That happened with Vanguard. And I carry it over to Black Ops 6 as well. And if any of you, and those of you who continually support me, thank you. I really appreciate your support. Gosh, I'm gonna have to waste all my monkeys. Because I made this a disaster for myself.
Insta-kill.
Well, hopefully we don't get in trouble here. What was I doing? That felt really silly. That we wasted all of our monkeys right there. I don't think we had to, necessarily, but we did anyways. Well, hopefully we don't get ourselves into a situation where we're going to have to need them. I mean, we're doing well though. I'm not upset at all about this run right now. I mean, heck, round 26 with no Pack-a-Punch. Not necessarily the easiest thing to do. But, you know, it helps to know which guns are best and all that stuff, but this is my favorite part about playing zombies, though. Maps that I've played a lot of, I can just almost turn these videos into podcast format, and I think I've said that in a lot of zombies playthroughs throughout the years, but it's always fun to me to just kind of chat with you guys about anything that comes to mind. I mean, zombies can eventually become like driving a car to me. Like, I can kind of pull my focus away from the game and just talk to you guys, but then when things get sketchy, like what happened in that last round, then I can focus and get, you know, make sure that I live. But it's always fun to me to do these podcast type zombie playthroughs because they're just fun. You know, we're just running around in circles killing zombies. Might as well talk about things that come to mind. Okay, let's go ahead and run through here. Yeah, I think when it comes to like showing you guys how much I actually love making content, I'm actually running 3 YouTube channels right now. I have a walkthrough channel that I upload on 4 days a week. I have a Call of Duty channel, which I try to upload every day. Of course, Saturdays can sometimes be twice a day. And then I also have a Minecraft channel that I upload on twice a week. So, pretty much 6 days out of the week, I'm uploading 1 to 3 videos a day, which is pretty crazy. But that's how much I love it. You know, I just enjoy the heck out of it. I mean, pardon me, it has become my biggest and most favorite hobby that I've ever done in my life. I mean, I still like, you know, I don't only make videos. I like doing a bunch of other things outside and stuff. Like, oh gosh, please die. Thank you. Like, I'm a huge skier, like water and snow skiing. I've scuba dived since I was, scuba dove, I guess, since I was 15 years old. I love to golf as well. Those are pretty much the only hobbies that I have outside of gaming. I mean, I guess building Legos is technically a hobby, right? What the heck, man? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Okay, it fell in the fire. Really? I can't believe I couldn't run through those guys. That's pretty ridiculous. If you ask me, these darn slow zombies. That's the beautiful thing about Black Ops 1 is that pretty much round 20, or when there's sprinters the entire time. Like, I can't tell you like the exact round where you get full on sprinters, but round 27, there's no slow zombies on Black Ops 1 at all. Sweet. There we go, guys. Round 28. So, I mean, I do a lot of things outside, but it's in the middle of winter. There's not much of a reason to go outside, and I unfortunately have not been snow skiing at all this year, but I'll go in a couple weeks for sure. So yeah, I mean, I have a lot of other hobbies, but I think I was going to mention that technically building Legos would be considered okay. I'm gonna use a monkey again. Building Legos would technically be considered a hobby, and I've done that for a long time as well, and I love doing it. So yeah, I would consider that a hobby. Oh my gosh, look how many crawlers are down there. So out of all the hobbies that I have, though, YouTube is definitely the one that I do the most, that I also enjoy the most. It's just fun to have a community. I mean, I even have membership badges that I haven't, unfortunately, published on the channel yet, that I want to start doing that more of, but that'll probably have to wait until summer, because, of course, having oh my gosh, having YouTube members, you know, there has to be some sort of incentive to that. Like, why would you buy the highest membership, you know? And, you know, and so I want to do that at some point, but it'll most likely have to wait until summer, when I have more time. Because I was thinking of starting like a Discord channel. I was thinking of, you know, doing member-only videos. Those type of things. But unfortunately, I just do not have the time to do those right now. You know, with managing 3 channels on top of working full-time every week, like, it's hard. But maybe I could introduce the memberships at some point, and then have some incentives. Oh gosh. But if any of you guys have made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you. Second of all, if you have any suggestions about what you would like as a membership, then please let me know. I would love to take any suggestions that you might have.
Double points.
Because I of course want them to be really awesome for you guys. Like, if you're gonna pay like the maximum amount, the highest membership possible, I want to make sure that it's worth your money, you know? Like, and that's probably why I've been so hesitant to do it, is because I don't want it to feel like a scam. You know, I don't want it to feel like, here's this high tier membership, but you get the same things as somebody who would pay the lowest amount, you know? So that's something that I really want to make sure that I do, and I do it not only ethically, but do it so that it's worth it. So I have some ideas of my own, but if you have any suggestions in particular, definitely let me know. Things that you've seen, if you're active on YouTube outside of this channel, what things do you like to see from the other YouTubers that you might be a membership to, and so on. I think the most obvious is to do kind of what Twitch does, or Twitch streamers do, where, you know, for a specific membership tier, you get special emotes. So like tier 1, you get a specific number of emotes, but then tier 2, 3, and 4, you get even more special emotes that only those people that do the highest one get. But I also want to do something like exclusive videos for the highest tiers, or the 2 highest tiers, Discord channel for the 2 highest tiers, those type of things, and stuff like that. Early access to premieres, I don't know. So, again, very open to ideas. Like, if you made it this far, if you were to buy the highest tier, what what would you like to see in that high tier? So, you know, I think one of the cool things that I could do is I could potentially, you know, take this zombies gameplay podcast idea and turn it into a actual podcast and make it a member exclusive podcast. I don't know. Those are some potential options. There's a lot to think about with that, but definitely I'll do a lot of thinking about it and then maybe get some commissions going and do something for summer of this year. Do a big announcement and everything, video-wise and all that stuff. So, again, that's kind of the thing that I believe I haven't done a super excellent job of. Is kind of getting the community mindset, or like building a community. So I definitely want to really do a better job at that, because there's about 1,600 of you that are subscribed to this channel, and I think if I made a really big emphasis on doing more community things, I think that would help not only with subscriber growth, but also help a lot with retention and people actually coming and wanting to watch my videos. So I'm just trying to think what else I could possibly do with members, like, because kind of the whole thing is like you build up on it. So like you have the basic, the lowest subscription, like what the content that would be in that would be, and then you take that particular content and then you continually build it up. So like hypothetically, the lowest tier gets access to emotes and member videos once a month. Then tier 2 gets those emotes, member exclusive videos once a month, and then an extra bonus or 2 emote, and then so on and so on as you progress through. But that, guys, is actually going to do it for this playthrough here on Farm. That was a lot of fun. We talked your ear off, so I apologize if that got annoying, but we made it to round 30 flawless on Green Run Farm, which is pretty darn awesome. Definitely happy with that, but we're going to go ahead and end it here so we can actually make sure that we did it flawlessly. But that was a ton of fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed Farm in 2025. Absolutely loved playing this map for you guys today, and tomorrow I have, again, a very special video for you guys that you'll have to stick to the channel for, because I think you guys will really go to enjoy it. I'm personally extremely excited to play that map for you guys, because I think it will be absolutely awesome. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, like rating is always appreciated. Check out any of my other previous episodes of my Black Ops 2 in 2025 playlist. They will all be linked down below within the playlist in the description, which will also be at the end of the video for you guys to check out as well. And I will see you all on another Call of Duty video very, very soon.